أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجه وسهل مخرجه واحشرنا معهم وارزقنا شفاعتهم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله الطيبين الطاهرين المنتجبين المنتخبين، لا سيما بعد. أما بعد فقد قال: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الدين عند الله الإسلام. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Today we have reached the 23rd episode of our subject, the series Shia'ism, the natural outcome of Islam. Today is the 5th of December, Sunday, and the next episode of us, it discusses on the subject of unity, as we have spoken a lot in our previous episodes. Continuing with that, episode number 22, let us elongate the subject, let us pull the subject more into a deeper valley in diagnosing, realizing, applying unity in our day-to-day living, because we have been hearing of unity from all quarters without any doubt, and all are advocates and champions of claiming to be unity. Of course, that's very good. That should be the motto. That what has come in the Quran and Majid, and the words and sermons, letters, speeches of AIMMAE ارحم. That's true. That's correct. But what are the practical steps we require to take? Why we don't have unity? Although all are of the opinion that unity is just an oxygen to us, so why we do not have unity in our quarters? It is not only in one denomination, whether of Shias or Sunnis. It is seen in every sect, every walk of life of our community. We find it to be there, but they have the common goals and common solutions, which I have noticed in my a little experience with the people around of different quarters, different sections of the society. The one which I can narrate is that when everybody speaks and advocates of unity, it's very good. But the thing is that, have we achieved unity in its real or even in the pseudo sense? For example, before we had a limited number of people from Hausa who studied in Hausa in Najaf Rashaf. At that time our quarters were limited to 4 or 5. But now, Alhamdulillah, at least 15 scholars have come back from the Hausa, and some have elapsed around over 12-15 years. Don't you find our quarters also increased? While they all advocate of unity, what practical steps have yet been taken, or is only a mouthpiece talk? Alhamdulillah, we have the feature of celebrating 1 week from 12th of Rabiul Awwal till the 17th of Rabiul Awwal as Wahdat all across the globe. In our Hyderabad city, here also we observe that, and we invite scholars, speakers, men of letters from different section communities. But after these 5 days or 7 days, what outcome we get in the entire 51 weeks of the year? Are we sincere in this approach? For example, when we sit together, when we meet together, what are our subjection topics? Are we heading towards unity? Because in our get-togethers, in our party matters, at home, picnics, what we find is in the name of wit and humor, we target to someone. In a general language, you can say it's a sort of a ragging, right? And all others enjoy except the one. So, are these things take one near to taqwa ilahi? We have many good scholars, many good speakers. They talk and they should talk. Of course, everyone should talk of taqwa, nearness to Allah, God-fearing, connection with Allah. But are the practical measures which are taken, do they portray that we are connected to Allah? When we just as a fun making, as in wit and humor, if that becomes our subject matter, of course even for a little while only, but does it count to be nearing us towards taqwa ilahi, connecting to Allah? If this be the taqwa ilahi, na'udhu billah, then what could be lahw hadith, lahw al-agam, qawl al-zur? Does only the meaning of qawl al-zur or lahw al-agam mean, these words mean in Quran for only music? Or they have a wider meaning and application in our lives to make us unify after we understand the correct meaning of them, that we distance us from taqwa? Do they distance or do they bring near to taqwa ilahi? Do they connect to Allah? That is the question. So what practical measures we are taking? We have seen with the new application, science and technology, like the smartphones, laptops, we have the social media that we apply. Many of my friends have said that some of their friends have blocked them without even letting them know the reason behind. Maybe they were busy and they were not at well to the messages reading or the subjects. That's good, that's okay. Everyone has the right to stop such a person, but there should be some ways also. The Islam has taught some basic moral ethics and akhlaqiyat, you say adab wal akhlaq. That if you have, I told my one friend that if there has been someone to block you, let them first inform to you that I am so and so busy, and nowadays I am able to read your messages for the timing or forever, whatever could be the reason. They should clarify and say that, my dear, if you don't mind, can I block you? That should be the way. And if there is anything else has taken place, then let the person be known of his weakness or the flaws which he has done, so that he may rectify. But in any case, the communication, the relations between the Muslims, the mu'mineen, in fact between all human beings, should never be discommunicated. They should always be in communication. This is the seerah of AIMMAE which we have found. Even after the battle of Siffin, we find letters of Imam Ali, and after the peace treaty of Imam Hassan and Mujtaba, we have the correspondence between Imam Hassan and Mujtaba and the person of Syria. And after the sadful demise, martyrdom of Imam Sul Al-Hassan and Mujtaba, we see the correspondence, communication, letters being sent by Sayyid al-Shuhada Aba Abdullah al-Hussain alayhi salam for those 10 years which he lived under the Bani Umayyad ruler of the time. It was only after the martyrdom of Sayyid Akbar Hassan and Mujtaba alayhi salam, Imam Hussain alayhi salam lived up to 60 Hijri of those 10 years of his imamate time under the political climate of Bani Umayyah. And he communicated. Why I am saying is that we tend to obey our AIMMAE, Atiullah wa Atiur Rasuli wa OLIL, AMRE, MINKUM. What does it mean? It's only to do wahwa or to say these are our imams, only that's all. Or we have to bring them into our lives to be practical on that application in our lives, isn't it? Now, what are the means? First of all, it's an issue of jurisprudence. It's when somebody says you salam, saying salam is mustahab, but replying back is wajib. Now, in the same way, if one has said to you salamun alaikum on the WhatsApp, even if it will not be wajib to reply back on WhatsApp or any social media, will it at least not be mustahab, mandub, mubah, that to do is better than not replying back? These are these factors? Are these the factors that unite us if we do not respond? What are the practical measures we are taking for this unity? Whereas Islam has said that pay visits to your relatives, your friends, your neighbors, if not frequently, at least, even if infrequently, unfrequently, they should be at times attend their functions like the birthday parties, marriages, occasions when someone passes by, even if they are the relative is a kafir. That is recommended. Although the kafir will go just with our physical attendance there, but still we say murawwa. There is one thing called murawwat we say in Urdu. So as a part of murawwat, we have to go there, attend in their sorrow and sadness. And in the same way, as a part of murawwa, at least suppose if you don't want anyone's messages, please don't block him. Please, it is to some people it may be a great offense done to him. It is a possibility that instead of somebody saying to go out from here, you are saying I have blocked you. Some people may take like that. Not all are same. For example, if anyone blocks me, I will not take that. I will feel that some problem is there in giving time, and the person who is blocking me has in fact been disturbed. That is the reason. But all will not take. There are many who have said. One of my friends said, if anyone blocks me, that he was blocked by one friend, a long time friend, so from 30-35 years friendship was there. He said, no, I will never see him because he is blocking me, so he is saying, get out from here, from my home. So this also can mean. So it depends on person to person. So there should be something called murawwa in Islam. That is, if you don't like anything, okay, don't let him even inform that I'm either blocking or I'm going to block you or I'm deleting your message. You just delete without bringing it into his notice or into her notice. You just block it, or you just delete it, not block. You just delete the messages. You don't keep. You will have ample space on the telephone, and you will have ample time for your work, because then you will not be spending time on reading these unwanted messages. There are means, alternate means. In Islamic ethics we can say as murawwa. Islam has emphasized to keep the relations, to keep unity intact. Then the other means of unity are that pay visits to your brothers, mu'minin, and give charity, sadaqat, khairat. Why are these things? They are only to keep the unity among the society. Then we have the Salatul Jama'ah, Salatul Jum'ah, then Hajj. These are these not means of unifying the Ummah? And when we meet each other, what should be our subjects? Our subjects should be discussing on higher altitude matters, issues. Of course, as a Muslim I should say they should discuss on matters of and issues of Quran Majid, the miracle of Quran, the practical Quran, which are Ahlul Bayt, their lives. That is the reason that we have the famous narration, a very popular and famous narration both in Shias and Sunnis books, that Zikru Alim Ibadah. Why Zikr? Zikr is remembrance. And here Alim is not only just Ali, all 12 AIMMAE alayhi salam, 14 Ahle Bayt Ma'asumin alayhi salam, and all good people, their discussions, like Shuhada Karbala, the most staunch and sincere most Sahaba Ikram of Rasulullah Akram sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These are all to be taken into account in our discussions, so that we learn from their lives and mold our lives accordingly. So we must have the basic Islamic ethics in our mu'amalat, and we have a beautiful touch and love to Allah Azza wa Jal in our ibadat. The ibadat and mu'amalat, the worships and the transactions, whether they are unilateral, bilateral, one-sided or two-sided, these are 4 different types. At times I will inshallah elaborate what is one-sided, what is two-sided, and what is unilateral and what is bilateral in mu'amalat. That inshallah we will cover. And for now, our utmost intention should be to bring unity, love, affection, respect, honor, honestly, sincerely in the society, for the sake of Allah Azza wa Jal, for the sake of Quran Majid, for the sake of Ahlul Bayt Salam, that let us sacrifice ourselves for wherever we are hurt by someone. But let our goal, if it is higher and higher and higher, the more it will be higher, the more we will need to give sacrifice of ourselves, of our nafs. So with this, let me complete the episode number 23, and inshallah in the next episode we will discuss on the further elaboration of the factors that tend us to follow Islam through Ahlul Bayt, inshallah ta'ala al-Musta'an. Till then, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this, nobody is intended with any person. When he has spoken about social media, assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam, or blocking or unblocking, these are all general, these are our issues. If we don't discuss, then how the people will come to know that we need to have basic ethics even at the social media as well. It is not that in books, but that what we have read, that one says salamun alaikum, the replying back is wajib, and how you should talk should be on the murawa. Now since the electronic and digital media has come, the issues are changed. No, issues are changed wherever they had to change, but the basic ethics and morals that keep the society intact, they will be the spirit, they will continue. One can refer to Maraji and Islam, whom they follow in these issues, whether these are also mandatory or not. And important of all, we have to see before asking any fatwa, we have to ask what result and they are bringing out. Are such things like no replying back of any salam or wishes on the social media, or blocking anybody, are they bringing unity or disunity? If they are bringing unity, then fatwa is with you, that it is mandatory. If they are bringing disunity, it is the fatwa is with you, that one should not do that. Myself or anybody, they should not do that. So it first comes to apply on myself, then it will be applied to anyone. But it is not and never intended. It has been narrated here so that our young generation may come to know what could be the basic ethics on social media as well. So it is with this sole intention, Allah is a witness to this, and Rasool is a witness, and the one who is witness of Rasool's Risala, قُلْ كَفَى بِاللَّهِ شَهِيدًا بَيْنِي وَبَيْنَكُمْ وَمَنْ عِنْدَهُ عِلْمُ الْكِتَابِ. He is a witness to me when I say that my intention has been only to educate especially the young people in the society, and that was the only intention. Till then, to meet next. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Fi amanillah, fi abdillah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajhum. وسهل مخرجهم واحشرنا معهم وارزقنا شفاعتهم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة بن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. اللهم صل على محمد آل محمد وعجل فرجهم وسهل مخرجهم واحشرنا معهم وارزقنا شفاعتهم.